Go ahead, blow the horn. Sar. Sar.
La Yashala.
La Yashala. Sar. Sar. Imagine, which means to stand. So like you. Wapanya Hakodam, which means to rise and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah. Shamka.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwath.
Batazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Aharatazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Nathanawa. Nacham. Cow. Yawam. Wasalaklanawa. Kawapnawa. Kasalaknawa. Kawapnawa. Wala'ah. Dabayanawa. Banasayawan. Abal. Abashayanawa. Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Ba'ala, Wahatapara, Aman.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh. Babakashah. Nathanlanawa. Hakak. Larapa'ah. Makala. Bakal Madawa. Hakak. Latahar. Amatazariah. Hakak. Amathium. Hakak. Awakawa. Hatamala. Salakia. Hatamala. The Garsham. Ba'ashem Yahweh.
Kawada Aman in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahahaya, Bayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ba'ai, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Aharatazah, Al-Yatham, Lamawat, Galka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yashal, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al-Yah, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashemah, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarah, Alayala, Yahweh, Yashamar, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Napasha, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazat, Wabuak, Laita, La'ai, Aman. In English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out, and thy coming in, from this time forth, and even forevermore.
So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahaya. Al Damayalaka. Al Bakarash. Al Tashakwa. Al Kayahana. Al Yabika. Yahama Yawan. Hamashanayaka. Nashawa. Ash. Al Amaka. Yaram. Sawai. Wayatayai Tazawa. Al Tazap Pawanyaka. Al Mawa. Akawa. Wanakakira. Magoya. Alaa. Yazakar. Sham Yashala. Aiwa. Kaya. Hawai. So like Noah ties. Noah I ties a La Yakadwa Al Baria Yakarathwa Al Idawam. So like it. Washama Moab, Wahagaria, Gabal, Waimawan, Halashat, I'm Yashabia, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zawai, Abanyalawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadian, Kasayasara, Kayabia, Banakar, Wayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayandara, Hayawa, Daman, La Dama, Shayathamwa,
Nadayatmawa,
Kaira, Wakazaba, Wakazalmanai, Kalnasaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amawa, Naya Rasha, Nawa, Nawa, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Apanya Raka, Ka'ash, Dabaira, Wakalahaba, Kalahat, Aryam, Khan, Datma, Basarika, Wabasawapatka, Dabahalam, Malaa, Panyaham, Kwawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabawa, Aidiai, Waya Kapar, Waya Badwa, Waya Daiwa, Kaya, Ataf, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al, Call, Haratazah, Aman.
In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy head. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, the Baal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Arad, and like Zed. Yea, all their princes, as Sabbath and as Amunah, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Hold my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High, over all the earth. So be it.
Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Why
Yahweh Shai.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Why Alahaya. Why Matazabia. Halawapia. Hasaranya. Hakayayayu. Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Water Aman. In English, bless you Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh, thank you. So be it. Bless Israel. In the Hebrew, Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh Shai. Barak Lanawa. Yasha'Allah. Hayat Sapari. Barak. Hagan. Hashem Yahweh Shai. The Water Aman. What we just said was Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Salaki, the prayer for the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. The prophets. The teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers. And the school. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel. That refuse to give to the school. Force their riches. To enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nations, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, Skinheads, Posse Comitatus, the Gay Movement, the Lesbian Movement, Spies, Workers of Witchcraft, NASA Space Programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth, and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers, and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh, thank you always. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means to be seated. Now you go ahead and start it off. 26 and 25. Yep. 26 and 25. All right. So let everybody know where you at.
All right, here we go. Numbers chapter 26, verse 25 in the Hebrew. What's that? Allah. Masha Pakah. Yasha Shakar. Alright. Lapakwa the Yaham. Arabai. Washayam. Alap.
No,
Alap. Washalash.
Gone.
Mawa. Ma'awath. Verse 26. Banya. Zabawan. Zabawalan. Lama Shapakatham. Lama Shapakatham. Lasa Rad. Mashapath. Pakath. Hasaradia.
Done.
Lawan. Masha Pakath. Ha'alanya. Lawakala.
Salakia. Layaka'al.
Layaka'al.
Khalal.
Layakhalal.
There you go.
Masha Pakat. Hayakalaya. 27. Here we go. Oh, Masha Pakath. Hazabel Walnia.
Zebulun. That's it.
Oh, what Zabawa
Lanya, which makes it plural.
Kind. Hazaba Walanya. Alright. Lapaquad Yaham. Lapaquad Yaham. Shashiam. Up. A lot. Salakia. Wakamash. Ma'awath.
There you go.
28. All right. Banya. Yawasap. Lamashapakatham. Right.
That's families.
Kind.
Mashapakath is families.
Manash. What's that? Manash?
Manashah.
Wa'aparayam.
That's Ephraim.
Wa'aparayam. Verse 29. Manya, Manashah, Lama Kayar, Masha Pakath, Hamaka Yarya, Wama Yakar, Salakia, Hawala Layad, Ath, Galaid, La Galaid, Masha Pakath, Hagalidia, verse 30. All right. Allah, Banya, Galaad, Izar, Mashapakat, Izaraya.
Go ahead. You said it right. Go ahead.
Izaraya, La Kalak, Lak, Mashapakat, Hakalakya.
There you go.
Verse 31.
That's your last verse.
Why show
where y'all all?
Where y'all all? Ashar y'all. Masha Pakath. Ha Ashar y'all.
Yeah.
So like Ha Ashar y'all. Yeah. So like I'm trying to rush. Ha Ashar y'all. Yeah. Washakam. Masha Pakath. Hashakamya.
All right, Leviticus chapter 26, verse 25. These are the families of Issachar according to those that were numbered of them, 64,003. Verse 26. Of the sons of Zebulun after their families of Sered, the family of the Sardites, of Elon, the family of the Elonites, of Jaleel, the family of the Jaleelites. 27. These are the families of the Zebulunites, according to those that were numbered of them, 70,500. Verse 28. The sons of Joseph, after their families were Manasseh and Ephraim. Verse 29. And of course, this is the lining up of them by the tribes of the men of the tribes of Israel. So you got Joseph, the sons of Joseph that represented his tribe was his sons Manasseh and Ephraim, or Manasseh and Aparium. You understand? The Manassites are today known as the Cubans, and the Ephraimites are today known as the Puerto Ricans, the so-called Puerto Ricans. All right, verse 29. Of the sons of Manasseh, of Machir, the family of the Mecharites, and the Machir beget Gilead. Of Gilead come the family of the Gileadites. Numbers chapter 26, verse 30. These are the sons of Gilead. Of Jazer, the family of the Jezerites. Of Helek, the family of the Helekites. 31. And of Azrael, the family of the Azraelites. And of Shechem, the family of the Shechemites. All right, I'll read it. All right, Numbers chapter 26, verse 32. Washema Yadai, Mashapakath, Hashema Yadiah, Wakapar, Mashapakath, Hakaparya. Verse 33. All right, verse 33. Watazala Pakad. What's all Pakad? Bun, Hapar, La'ah, Hayowa, Lawa, Bunyam, Kaya, Banawath, Washam, Banawath, Tazala Pakad, Tazal Pakad, Makala, Wanai, Hagala, Malaka, Salakia, with the Rataza. Verse 34. Allah, Mashapakath, Manashah, Wapakwad Yahum, Shanyam, Waka Salakia, Waka Mashyam, Alap, Washabai, Ma'arath, Salakia, Ma'awath. Verse 35. Allah, Banya, Aparium, Lama Shapakath, Salakia, Lama Shapakatham, Lashawath Lach. Lashawathlach. Lashawathlach. Mashapakath. Hashathalachia. Labakar. Mashapakath Salakia. Mashapakath. Habakarya. Lathachan. Mashapakath. Hathachanya. Verse 36. Wa'ala, Banya, Shawathlach, Shawathlach, La'iran, Mashapakath, Ha'iranya. Wherever you see Mashapakath, that's family. All right, in the Hebrew. Verse 37. Allah, Mashapakath, Banya, Aparium, Lapakwadyaham, Shanyam, Washalashyam, Alap, Wakamash, Ma'awath, Allah, Banya, Yawasap, that's Joseph, Yawasap. Wait, yeah, Yawasap is Joseph. Lama Shapakath, Salaki, Lama Shapakatham, verse 38. Banya, Benyamyin, that's Benjamin. Banya, Benyamyin, Lama Shapakatham, Labalai, Mashapakath, Habalaya, La Ashab Salakia, La Ashabal, Mashapakath, Ha Ashab Salakia, Ha Ashabal Salakia, Ha Ashabalya, Balya, Ashablaya, Ha Ashablaya, La Acharyaran, Salakia, La Acharyaram, Mashapakath, Ha Achayaram, ya. Ha Salakia, Ha Achayaramya, Ha Achayaramya, Ha Achayaramya. All right. 32. You started 32?
Oh, Salakia. Yeah, 32. Numbers chapter 26, verse 32 in the English. And of how you say? Shemitah?
Shemitah, Khan.
Shemitah, the family of the Shemitianites. And of Hefer, the family of the Heferites. And Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, had no sons, but daughters. And the names of the daughters of Zelophehad were Malah and Noah, Hagla, Malkah, and Tirzah. Verse 34. And are the families of Manasseh, and those that were numbered of them 50,002,700. 35. And are the sons of Ephraim after their families of Shuthalah, the family of the Shutalites, and Salakia of Becher, the family of the Becherites, of Tahan, the family of the Tahanites, verse 36. And these are the sons of Shuthalah, of Iran, the family of the Iranites, verse 37. These are the families of the sons of Ephraim, according to those that were numbered of them, 30,002,500. These are the sons of Joseph, after their families, verse 38. The sons of Benjamin, after their families, of Bela, the family of the Belites, of Ashbel, is that right? Ashbel, the family of the Ashbelites, of Aharam, the family of the Aharamites.
All right, Numbers chapter 26, verse 39. Lashapawap Salakia. Wapum. Lashap Wapum. Mashapakath. Hashawap Salakia. Hashawapmaya. Salakia. Lachawapma. Pum. Lachawapum. Mashapakath. Hachawapmaya. Verse 40.
45.
Wayahayawa. Salakia. Wayahayawa. Come, that's right. Salakia. Wayahayawa. Banya. Balai. Arad. Wana'im. Salakia. Wana'aiman. Mashapakath. Ha'aradya. Lana'im. Salakia. Lana'aiman. Mashapakath. Hana'ima. Salakia. Hana'imya. Verse 41. Said 45, right? Yeah, 45. Allah. Banya. Banyaman. Salakia. Banyamyan. Salakia. Banyamyan. Lama Shapakatham. Wapakwad Yaham. Hamashah. Wa Arab Ayam. Alap. Washash. Ma'awath. Verse 42. Allah. Banya. Dan. Lama Shapakatham. Lamashapakath, Lamashapakatham, Lashawacham, Mashapakath, Hashawachmaya, Allah, Mashapakath, Dan, Lamashapakatham, verse 43. Call, Mashapakath, Hashawachmaya, Lapakwadyaham, Arabai, Washashiyam, Salakia, Washashiyam, Alap, Wa'arabai, Ma'awath, verse 44. Banya, Ashar, Lamashapakatham, Layamana, Salakia, Layamana, Mashapakath, Hayamana, Salakia, Layashwaya, Mashapakath, Hayashwaya, Labarayai, Mashapakath, Habaryaya, verse 45. Labunya, Baryai, Lachabar, Mashapakath, Hachabarya, Lamalach Ya'al, Mashapakath, Hamalach Ya'al, Hamalach Ya'al.
All right, Numbers chapter 26, verse 39 in the English. The sons of Benjamin, after their families, of Bela, the family of the Belites. It seemed like I already read that. Of Ashbel, the family of the Ashbelites. Of Aharam, the family of the Aharamites. Verse 39. Oh yeah, I did. I'm tripping. Salakia. Verse 39. That was on me. Of Shupim, the family of the Shupanites. Of Hupham, the family of the Huphamites. Verse 40. And the sons of Bela were Ard and Naam. Of Ard, the family of the Ardites. Of Naam, Naamam.
No, Naaman.
Naaman, the family of the Naamites. Verse 41. These are the sons of Benjamin after their families, and they that were numbered of them were 45,600. Verse 42. These are the sons of Dan after their families, of Shuham, the family of the Shuhamites. These are the families of Dan after their families. Verse 43. All the families of the Shuhamites, is that right? Shuhamites, according to those that were numbered of them, were 64,400. Verse 44. Of the children of Asher, after their families, of Jimnah, the family of the Jimnites, of Jesui, the family of the Jesuites, of Bariah, the family of the Barites. Verse 45. Of the sons of Bariah, of Heber, the family of the Heberites, of Machil, the family of the Machilites.
Numbers chapter 26, verse 46. Washam, Bath, Ashar, Sharach, verse 47. Allah, Mashapakath, Banya, Ashar, Lapakwadyaham, Shalasha, Wachamashiam, Alap, Warabai, Mawath, verse 48. Banya, Napathalia, Lama Shapakasalakia, Lama Shapakasalakia, Lama Shapakatham, Layachataza'al, Mashapakath, Hayachataza'alia, Lagawanya, Mashapakath, Hagawanya, verse 49. Right. Layatazar, Salakia. Layatazar, Mashapakath, Hayatazarya, Lashalom, Mashapakath, Hashalamya, verse 50. Salakia. Verse 50. Allah, Mashapakath, Napathalia, Lama Shapakatham, Wapakwadyaham, Chamashah, Wa'arabayam, Alap, Wa'arabai, Ma'awath, verse 51, Allah, Pakwawadya, Banya, Yasha'ala, Shasha, Ma'awath, Alap, Wa'alap, Shabai, Ma'awath, Washalashiam, verse 52. All right. Way to bar Yahweh al Mashallah Amar. Right.
Numbers chapter 26, verse 46 in English. And the name of the daughter of Asher was Sarah. Verse 47. These are the families of the sons of Asher according to those that were numbered of them, who were 50,003,400. Verse 48. The sons of Naphtali.
Of the sons of Naphtali.
Of the sons of Naphtali, after their families, of Jaziel, the family of the Jazielites, of Guni, the family of the Gunites. Verse 49. Of Jezer, the family of the Jezerites, of Shillim, the family of the Shillamites. Verse 50. These are the families of Naphtali, according to their families, and they that were numbered of them were 45,400. Verse 51. These were the numbered of the children of Israel, 600,000 and 1,730. Verse 52. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying.
All right. Verse 53. La'ala, Thachalak, Thachalak, Salakia, Ha'arataza, Banachala, Bamasapar, Shemawath, verse 57, Salakia, verse 54, Larab, Tharabah, Nachalathwa, Walama'aim, Salakia, Walama'ait, Thamayat, Nachalathwa, Ayash, Labya, Pakwadyawa, Yathun, Nachalathwa, verse 55. All right. Ak, Bagawala, Yachalak, Ath, Harataza, Lashemawath, Matawath, Salakia, Abathum, Yanachalwa, verse 56, Al Paya, Hagawarla, it would be Hagarawal, Thachalak, Nachalathwa, Banya, Salakia, Bayan, Rab, Lama'ite, verse 57, Wa'ala, Pakwadya, Haloya, that's Levi, Lama Shapakatham, Lagarath, Salakia, Lagarash 1, Mashapakath, Hagarashnaya, Lakwa Hath, Mashapakath, Hakwahathya, Lamaria, Mashapakath, Hamaria, verse 58. Allah, Mashapakath, Laya, Mashapakath, Salakia, Mashapakath, Halabnaya, Halabanya, Mashapakath, Hakabarnya, Mashapakath, Hamachalia, Mashapakath, Hamawashia, Mashapakath, Hakwarchaya, Hakwarchia, Wakwahath, Hawalad, Ath, Amaram, verse 59. Washam, Ashath, Amaram, Yerah Kabad. Yerah Kabad, Ath, Salakia, Bath, Loya, Ashar, Yalad, Yaladah, Ath, Laloya, Bamatazarium, Wathalad, La'aimaram, Ath, Aharan, Wa'ath, Mashah, Wa'ath, Maryam, Achatham. All right.
Numbers chapter 26, verse 53 in the English. Unto these the land shall be divided for an inheritance according to the number of names. 54. To many thou shalt give the more inheritance, and to few thou shalt give the less inheritance. To every one shall his inheritance be given according to those that were numbered of him. Verse 55. Notwithstanding, the land shall be divided by lot, according to the names of the tribes of their fathers they shall inherit. Verse 56. According to the lot shall the possession thereof be divided between many and few. Verse 57. And these are they that were numbered of the Levites after their families. Of Gershon, the family of the Gershonites. Of Kohath, the family of the Kohathites. Of Merari, the family of the Merarites. Verse 58. These are the families of the Levites, the family of the Libnites, the family of the Hebronites, the family of the Mahalites, the family of the Mushnites, the family of the Korathites, and Kahat begot Amram. Is that right? Amram. Mm-hmm. Verse 59. And the name of Amram's wife was Jacobed, the daughter of Levi, whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt. And she bare unto Amram, Aaron, and Moses, and Miriam, their sisters.
Miriam,
their sisters.
In the Hebrew, it's Maryam.
God.
In the English, is Miriam.
It's
also Mary. Maryam, she is blessed. Miriam is bitter. But Mary, translated, will be she is blessed. Mary is Maryam in the Hebrew. All right, so same name, different woman. It's all throughout the Bible. The names, they just keep recycling. So if you share the same name with a brother or sister, that's no sweat. It's nothing, that's our culture. Right? You got Joshua, you had Jesus. That's Yahawashai. Joshua in Hebrew is Yahawashai. Jesus in Hebrew is Yahawashai. Same with Miriam, Mary, John. It's a lot of those names that just cycle. It just keeps going because it's our culture, our heritage. Right? Our names mean something. All right? Numbers chapter 26, verse 60. Wayawalad, Laharan, Ath, Salakia, Nadab, Wa'ath, Abba Yehawa, Ath, Ala-Izar, Wa'ath, Ayathamar, verse 61. Wayamath, Nadab, Wa'ab Yehawa, Bahakwar Yabum, Ash, Zerah, Lapanya Yahweh, verse 62. Waya Hayawa, Pokwad Yahum, Shalasha, Wa'ai Sharyam, Wa'ai Alap, Kal, Zakar, Mabun, Chadash, Wama'ala, Kaya, La'a, Hathapakwadwa, Bathawak, Banya, Yasha'ala, Kaya, La'a, Nathan, Laham, Nachala, Bathawak, Banya, Yasha'ala, verse 62. I'm sorry, verse 63, Salakia. Verse 63, Allah, Pakwadat, Salakia, Pakwawadya, Masha, Wa'alaizar, Hakahan, Ashar, Pakwadwa, Ath, Banya, Yasha'ala, Bairabath, Mawa'ab, Mawa'aba, Salaki, Mawa'aba, Al, Yaradun, Yarachwa, verse 64. Waba'ala, La'a, Haya, Ayash, Mapawakwadya, Masha, Wa'aran, Hakahan, Ashar, Pokwadwa, Ath, Banya, Yasha'ala, Bamadabar, Sayanya, verse 65. Kaya, Amar, Yahweh, Laham, Mawath, Yamathwa, Bamadabar, Wala'ah, Nawathar, Maham, Ayash, Kaya, Am, Kalab, Ban, Yapana, Waya, Yapna, Waya, Wash, Salakia. I'm just speaking today. Yawa Hawashai. Yawa, no, that is Waya Khan. Waya Hawashai. I just said that. That's the same name over, and this is not, that's Joshua. It's Joshua. Waya Hawashai. Bun. No one. No. Bun. No one. Khan. Verse 1. And this is where I stop right, verse 1.
Count, sir.
Numbers chapter 27, verse 1. What the Korabna, Banawath. Oh, that's Tasalaki. I'm saying I. Tazalak, Tazalapakad, Bun, Hapar, Salaki, Hapar, Bun, Galaid, Bun, Makayar, Bun, Manashah, Lamashapakath, Manashah, Bun, Yawasap, Wa'ala, Shemawath, Banathian, daughters, Banathian, Makala, Na'ai, Wachagala, Wamalaka, Watharataza. Alright. 7 more verses left, and that's it.
Numbers chapter 26, verse 60 in English. And unto Aaron was born Nadab and Abihu.
Which verse?
Verse 60. Abihu or Abihu?
Abihu.
Mm-hmm. Eleazar and Ithamar. Mm-hmm. Verse 61. And Nadab and Abihu died when they offered strange fire before the Most High. Mm-hmm. Verse 62. And those that were numbered of them were 23,000, all males from a month old and upward. For they were not numbered among the children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given them among the children of Israel.
Read that again.
From the top.
Count 62.
And those that were numbered of them were 23,000, all males,
all females,
all males,
all women,
all males,
all daughters,
all males,
all girls,
all males.
Something that blacks and Hispanics understand is that we line up based on the generations of our fathers. You hear nuts all the time talk about mixed race. You hear people all the time talk about I'm biracial. I'm three races. You hear somebody like a minority, somebody like Tiger Woods, who said he was. What did he say?
He came up with his own race.
Yeah, it was called something that's Asian, Malaysian, whatever the hell that is. That's not in the Bible, Malaysian. Asian ain't in the Bible. Moab is in the Bible. Mawa'aba. Israel is in the Bible. Ashur is in the Bible. Ham is in the Bible. These are names that the Bible gives us, or God gave these nations of people so that he can identify them.
That's right.
You understand? You're not black or Hispanic or Native Indian. You're not Puerto Rican. If you're a Puerto Rican, if you're a so-called Puerto Rican, that means you would line up under the tribe of Ephraim from your father. You are what your father is.
That's right.
And that's all throughout the Bible. Keep going.
And those that were numbered of them were 23,000, all males from a month old and upward. For they were not numbered among the children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given them among the children of Israel.
Like, there is an inheritance that comes with being an Israelite. that other nations don't receive. There's a inheritance that comes when you obey the God of the Bible.
That's right.
Your forefathers disobeyed the God of the Bible, so you didn't receive an inheritance. Christ had to come and sacrifice his life so that you can receive an inheritance from being the sons and daughters of filthy, disgusting sinners.
Right.
God made it right. Christ made it right for all of us, not individuals, but for the nation of Israel, for all so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. None of us deserve to receive an inheritance. None of us deserve the kingdom of heaven. But if it wasn't for Christ sacrificing his life and teaching his people how to be perfect, teaching his people how to get right with God, teaching his people what real repentance is, teaching his people how to truly love God, how to truly love your nation, how to truly prefer your brother, how to truly treat your sisters, how to treat your daughters, how to be a good father, how to be a good mother, how to be a good listener, a good student, a good Israelite. Christ taught us these things. And it's because of that, teaching us the law and the spirit of the law, that now we're able to receive an inheritance. Keep reading.
That's right. Counter to con. Verse 63. These are they that were numbered by Moses and Eleazar the priest, who numbered the children of Israel in the plains of Moab.
Once again, Moab, what we would now call today the so-called Chinese. You understand? The so-called Chinese have been around since the book of Numbers.
That's right.
Right? These nations didn't just pop up out of nowhere. These are inheritances in the Bible. These are given to the children of Israel so we know what each nation is. These are stories. These are our legacy, our constitution, our entire history book to show us what to do, how we made a mistake in the past, and how to fix those mistakes. That's what when the Bible says, remember ye the days of old. It's so you don't repeat the past. So you don't go back into chattel slavery. So you don't commit another 500,000 abortions. Right. So your children don't end up in prison. So they don't end up in foster care. So they don't end up molested. That's what the Bible is here for. Not so you can be a motivational speaker. Not so that you can get all of the people's money. Not so pastors can get bigger buildings. The Bible is not used for that. The Bible is to make sure that we are living lives according to God. That we are living the life that God wants us to live. Well, how do we know the life he wants us to live? From the mistakes we made in the past. That we do not do them again. These brothers and sisters here didn't receive an inheritance. Why? Because their fathers were sinners. Their mothers were sinners. And they didn't leave them an inheritance. God wiped them out.
Right.
Wiped their parents out. Well, guess what, man? Thanks to the Israelite School UPK under Christ, under Commander Junior Hanna, man, we are able to get that inheritance again. We are able to receive the kingdom of heaven again. But it takes your sacrifice. It takes you giving up pork. It takes you giving up weed. It takes you giving up Swisher Sweets and blunts and Molly and perks and hoes. It takes you giving up lust. What it takes is for you to serve God. That's what we didn't understand then, man.
That's right.
We didn't understand it. Why? Because we kept the letter of the law. And so you just brung a cow or you brung a sheep or your first ewe lamb and you sacrificed it and went back and had sex with hoes.
Right.
Christ had to come to say, man, listen, he increased the law. For verily I say unto you, as you heard it in times past, if thou, brother, smites thee on this cheek, you are to go do what? What did Christ say was in the law? It was in the law that you go and smite that brother back. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. For I tell you that if you hate your brother in your heart, you have committed a crime.
That's right.
If you don't go to he and thee alone, I'm paraphrasing, if you don't go to he and thee alone, you will be in danger of the hellfire.
That's right.
You are going to be an outcast because Christ came to increase the law. He wanted us to learn what it really meant, the eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. To resist not evil. Christ wanted to teach his people what those things meant. The Pharisees and Sadducees, or the priests and prophets at that time, the Christian religious leaders at that time, didn't understand the Bible. They just knew what was written down. They just repeated what was said in times past. Christ said, nah, man, listen. When it says an eye for an eye, this is what it means. When Moses said you can write your wife a bill of divorce, this is what it means. Because Moses knew that your hearts were hardened to one another. You are not allowed to get a divorce. You're not allowed to. That's what Christ said. Christ didn't come to end the law. He came to show you how to keep the law.
That's right.
And he came to increase the punishments for breaking the law.
That's right.
Keep going.
Kind out of one kind.
These are things that's all in the Old Testament. Remember, Christ said that I come not, think not. He don't even want you to think that he comes to destroy the law. He said, think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I was battling some Christian woman today that said, we in Revelations, we in the New Testament. How in the hell are you in the New Testament, but Christ came out of the Old Testament?
Right.
Everything that's in the New Testament said what? It has been said in times past. What's the times past? The so-called Old Testament.
That's right.
Christ didn't come to break the law or to teach men so. He didn't come to destroy the law or the prophets. For verily, until heaven and earth pass, not one jot or one tittle shall pass from the law. The Old Testament is not done away with. How do I know? Because the earth has not passed. We're still on earth right now. Heaven has not passed. It's still above us right now.
That's right.
So you have to keep the laws of God.
Right.
This Old Testament is our history. This Old Testament is our customs, is our culture, is our heritage, is our language. This is what you need to be teaching your kids.
That's right.
Not how to go out and get an AR-15. You should be teaching them the laws of God. That's what keeps them protected. That's what keeps them safe. Not weed, not video games, not church, not sports, not volleyball, not basketball, not soccer, not taekwondo. The laws of God.
That's right.
The Bible is going to keep your children safe. God is going to ensure that your child doesn't get shot. God is going to make sure your child gets home safe every day because you teach them these laws, man. Keep reading.
Kind of the one kind. In the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, verse 64. But among these there was not a man of them whom Moses and Aaron the priests numbered, when they numbered the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. Did I say that right?
Sinai.
Kind of the kind. Verse 65. For the Most High had said of them, they shall surely die in the wilderness, and there was not left a man of them, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua the son of Nun. Numbers.
You see that, man? The Most High God of the Bible is not all love. And when you realize the struggle, the pain of watching kids die, when you look at your grandparents in the Tops grocery store in Buffalo, New York, getting slaughtered like cattle, getting slaughtered like animals, slaughtered like you tear up a piece of paper and that comes out of the goddamn printer. No regard for their life. And as you watch these punishments, as you live under these curses, the only person that can lift these curses is the Most High God.
That's right.
We thought, contrary to popular belief in the church, we thought our whole lives God is all love, that he only wants the best for us, when God does want the best for us. But he also has a side that you don't want to see. And what's so sad is that we've constantly seen this side that we don't want to see from the Most High God. The drug epidemic is a side you don't want to see from the Most High God. Diabetes is a side you don't want to see from God. But he has to do it because he punishes the people he loves. He chastens us, man, so we can get right. You sad of seeing children die in massacres that's in schools, elementary schools. You got to learn these laws, man. You got to learn. You got to teach your kids these laws. If you teach your children something, what does that mean? You should be applying it to your life too.
That's right.
Don't be a hypocrite like they teach in the Christian church how to be a hypocrite, how to be selfish. You should be showing your child the laws of God. Every day you wake up and you breathe and you live, you should be showing them. Why are you not eating pork today, Daddy? Well, we don't eat pork. That's against our customs. Why are we not celebrating my birthday? Because God said it's a sin. Why we don't celebrate Christmas? Because God said it's a sin. Why you don't have sex with any woman you want to? You a good-looking man, Daddy. Why you don't have sex? It's your body, Mama. You can do what you want.
That's right.
Ain't you a goddess? Won't they worship you like a god? Well, listen, baby, if I became a goddess and disobeyed the God of our forefathers, you're going to be killed in an elementary school. If I go out there and smoke weed and sell drugs, I won't have you anymore. If I go out and whore myself, you're going to be a homosexual, son. That's the things that you should be showing your sons and your daughters. We don't do it because we're Christian. Well, listen, man, the same God that put these Israelites to death in the Old Testament, the same God that put the Israelites to death in the so-called New Testament is the same God that gets mass shooters to shoot up schools. It's the same God that gets a mass shooter, a devil, to shoot up a grocery store in daylight, in broad daylight. That's the same God. You better obey that power. You better obey the God that will kill men and women, that will maim, that will make alive, that will make wounded, that will make dead, for there is no power with him. He is the Most High God, our power. That's the God of the Bible, man.
That's right.
And we better start serving him because our life depends on it, man. Keep reading.
Numbers chapter 27, verse 1. Then came the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph. And these are the names of his daughters: Malah, Noah, and Hagla, and Milcah, and Tirzah.
That's 7. Numbers chapter 27, verse 2. Imadana, Lapunya, Masha, Walapunya, Alaizar, Hakahan, Walapunya, Hanasham, Wakal, Haida, Pathach, Ahal, Mawa'id, La'amar, verse 3. Abayanawa, Math, Bamadabar, Wahawa'a, Salakia, Wahawa'a, La'a, Haya, Bathawak, Ha'ida, Hanawa'idiyam, Al, Yahweh, Ba'idath, Korach, Kaya, Bakata'awa, Math, Wabunyam, La'a, Hayawa, Lawa, verse 4. Lama, Yagarai, Shum, Abayanwa, Mathawak, Mashapakathwa, Kaya, Ayap, Salaki, Ayan, Lawa, Bun, Hana, Lanawa, Achazah, Bathawak, Achia, Salakia, Achia, Abayanawa, verse 5. Wayakora, Masha, Af, Mashapata, Salakia, Mashapatan, Lapunya, Yahweh, verse 6. Wayamar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, La'amar, verse 7. Khan, Banawath, Tazalapakad, Dabarath, Nathan, Thathan, Lahum, Achazath, Nahala, Bathawak, Achayah, Abayahum, Waha'ibarath, Af, Nachalath, Abayahun, Lahun. Oh, Salakia, that is 8, Salakia. Verse 8 is it. Salakia, the water. Salakia. 27 and 8. Numbers chapter 27 and 8. Wa'al, Banya, Yasha'ala, Thadabar, La'amar, Ayash, Kaya, Yamawath, Waban, Ayan, Lawa. Salakia, can't see it. Waha'ibaratham, Ath, Nachalathwa, Labathwa.
Numbers chapter 27, verse 2 in the English. And they stood before Moses, and before Eleazar, the priest, and before the princes and all the congregation, by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, verse 3, Our father died in the wilderness, and he was not in the company of them that gathered themselves together against the Most High in the company of Korah, but died in his own sin and had no sons. Verse 4. Why should the name of our father be done away from among his family, because he have no son? Give unto us therefore a possession among the brethren of our father. Verse 5. And Moses brought their cause before the Most High. Verse 6. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, verse 7, The daughters of Zephalahed speak right. Thou shalt surely give them a possession of an inheritance among their fathers.
The same God that destroys communities, that destroys nations, that wipes them off the face of the earth like he did in Egypt, is the same God that has mercy, man. The same God that will hear your cry. The same God that will hear our prayers. Like when Jeremiah prayed a prayer to the Most High God to behold and consider the situation that we're in.
That's right.
To look upon us, O God, and do not forget us, O Lord, because we are your nation. The same prayer that Joshua prayed, the prayer that Christ prayed, man, the prayer that Ezra prayed for the Most High God to have mercy on his people, for God to actually show us mercy, to show us some kindness, man, in the hell that we go through. The same God that kills is the same God that makes alive, man. The same God that wounds and maims is the same God that takes care of, that protects, that defends, that watches over us as a nation. That's the same power, man. The thing is, the problem is, we've been on the Most High's bad side for so long that we don't know what his good side looks like. You need priests of God to go on your behalf because you cannot do it. You do not go to the Most High God yourself. Why? And when I say that, I don't mean not prayer. You can pray, but you don't speak like how Moses spoke and went to the angel of the Lord. That's not what you do as just a regular civilian. The men that are trained up under men of God, they go and do that honor. They go and do you that service, which is why you need priests of God, which is why you need prophets of God. They're not men of God in the church. Those aren't women of God in the church. How do I know? Because how much have they prayed in the church and life has got worse for blacks and Hispanics, man? How many churches are in your ghetto right now and you're in the ghetto on welfare? You think that that would happen with a real man of God? Real men of God make sure you don't go homeless. Make sure you don't eat poison food. Make sure you don't have to go without Similac and Infamil. That's what men of the Lord do. That's real men of God. And real men of God are in the Isupk. That's right. And we go on the behalf of our brothers and our sisters in the world. We go on behalf of our brothers and our sisters. Why? Because if we don't, if we did not, who would? Who would, man? Who would have picked up what Isaiah did and what King David did and what Jeremiah and Ezekiel and what Christ did if they didn't? If they weren't no cowards enough to do it, then it wouldn't have never got done, man. You need men of the Lord to sacrifice their life so that you live a better life. That's what we do. We don't sacrifice our life for ourselves. We do it for the nation of Israel. That's right. We don't sacrifice not eating pork and shrimp and time away from families and going to camp and reading the Bible in Hebrew and teaching you 7 days out of the week just for our own benefit. Right. We do it so our nation can be saved. That's right. You know why we do it? So 25 more Mexican babies and black babies don't have to get shot up in a goddamn elementary school. So our children don't end up homeless. So our wives don't end up raped. So our daughters don't get molested. So our sons don't go to prison. So our brothers and our sisters and our fathers don't go to a Tops grocery store and get blown down like you kill a goddamn deer or a buck or an elk or a buffalo. We don't want to get slain in the streets, and we don't want it for our people. So we go to the Most High God on your behalf. That's the job of a priest of God, man. And if you're not willing to sacrifice your time or sacrifice your life or sacrifice fun, then don't sign up to be a priest of God. You take an oath in here. This is serious business. You can't go and start your own fake Israelite group. You can't leave the truth without paying for it. Right. You can't start your own fake Israelite group without paying for it. You can't be a Christian without paying for it. You can't sin no more without paying for it. I pray you understand. That's right. If you come in here and you are a brother who looks at the job of a man over you and he's a priest, you better be willing to sacrifice just as much as he sacrificed, if not more, so you can save the next 20 Mexican babies. So you can save the next 10 black elderly retirees in Buffalo, New York. So you can save the next 2.5 million black and Hispanic men from going to prison. So you can save the next 70,000 black, Hispanic, and Native Indian girls from going missing and getting molested and getting raped and getting murdered. You can save them, man. You can save the next 500,000 black, Hispanic, and Native Indian babies from being aborted in a clinic. You can save them if you take that oath, if you do your job, if you do your part, and if you put your brick in. You can't save the lives of blacks and Hispanics by being a selfish Christian, by being a selfish Republican, by being a selfish Democrat. You have to make sure that you get into the Isupk and you keep the laws of the Most High God, man. Keep going.
Shall give them a possession of an inheritance among their father's brethren, and thou shalt cause the inheritance of their father to pass unto them. Verse 8, and thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a man die and have no son, then ye shall cause his inheritance to pass unto his daughter.
That's it. Oh, Salaki. All right, Imagine, which means to stand. Give me that binder. Have the water. Hold on. Sar.
La Yashala.
Sar. Imagine everybody stand. Wapanya Hakwadam, which means to rise and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayah. Kodash. Ayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Balak. Batazaka. Ayah. Aisha. Baratazah. Kawa. Ayah. Bashemayah. Lakam. Salakia. You said it right. Salakia. Lakam.
Cow. Yawam. Masalak now. Kawap now. Kasalak now. Kawap now. Wala. Kabaya now. Anasayawan. Abal. Abashaya now. Bayan. Rai. Kaya. Leka. Hamalakwa. Wa'ala. Wahatamara.
Aman in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Hakak, the power. Yahweh.
In the Hebrew.
So like in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Babakashah, Bathanlanawa, Hakak, Kal Makala, Kal Marawa, Latahar, Amatazariah, Hakak, Amatyam, Hakak, Abakawa, Atamala, Agarshan, Ba'ashem Yahushua,
the water Aman in English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha,
Ayanya,
Al-Hahari, Isaiah, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemaiah, Waharatazah, Al-Yathan, Amawat, Galka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Yanawam, Ala, Yashan, Shawamar, Yashal, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, Yakaga, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamar, Yakalrai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazat, Wabuak, Naita, Awalam,
Aman in English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From
whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time forth and even forevermore. So be it.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Dakarash,
Al-Tashakwa, Al-Kayahana, Al-Yabika, Yahama-Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nashawa, Al-Amika, Yama-Yama, Sawa, Wayatayai-Tazawa, Al-Tazaka-Wanyaka, Amawa, Nakawa, Onakakiram, Goya, Yazakar, Shamyasha, Aiwa, Kaya, Nawai-Tazawa, La, Nikadwa, Al-Yaka, Barya, Yakar, Adawam, Wayashamali, Hagaria, Gabal, Waimalak, Palashat, Yashabia, Tazawar, Yamashawar, Nalawa, Iowa, Zawai, Labanyalawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadia, Kasayasara, Kayabia, Badakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayanda, Iowa, Daman, La Dama.
Show your thumb.
Nadayabo. Kaira. Wakazamana. Kana say Ashar. Amara. Nayarash. Nayarasha. Lanawa. Nawath. Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Ash, Dabairi, Kalaba, Dalahat, Haryam, Khan, Daradapa, Basarka, Babasawapatka, Tabahalam, Panyaham, Kwawan, Wayabakwasha, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabawa, Idi, Wayakapara, Wayabada, Wayadaya, Kaya, Shamka, Yahawa, Abadka, Al, Yawan, Al, Kal, Ratazah,
Aman in English. Keep not thou silent, O Yahweh.
Keep not thou silent, O
Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy enemies. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarites, Gabal, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera. So like as to Jabin, at the brook of Kassan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red, and like Zed. Yea, all their princes as Zabah, and as Amunah, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. Prayer of the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai. Why Miyaka Allah. Why Matazabia. Alawapyahana. Alawapyam. Hasaranyam. Hakotazayanyam. Hakoyoyawya. Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh Shai. The Wada Aman in English. Bless you Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahweh. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Baraklanau. Bayashal. Bayat Sapari. Barak. Magan. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The Wada Aman. What we just said in the English was Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. The prayer for the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now. Right now. Sin evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Thy prophets. The teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers. And the school. Sin evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose the treasure. Of the rich of Israel. That refuse to give to the school. Force their riches. To enter into thy sanctuary. Sin evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the Edomites. And the nations. And their drug dealers. The court system. The prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. Amalek synagogues and Roman Catholic Church. The Pope. Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Posse Comitatus. Gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airways, cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth, and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh thank you always. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Take that. Sisters, Yeshabi, which means to be seated. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imam Barak, Yahba Shimi Awashah Barakatham, Yajimatah, Sar, sisters, Imajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imam Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alathan by Shimi Awashah, Yajimatah, dismissed.